This is the Adverb Robodog. At least that's what I'm going to call it. In fact, let's call on stage Bir Singh, who's the co-founder and CSO of Addverb Technologies, so that he can tell us what this is all about. Let me get you a mic, sir.
A huge round of applause, please, for Bir Singh.
This is exciting, right? So, so nice to meet you. Can you tell us about this device, sir?
So, this is a Robodog.
Hold it up.
This is a Robodog, but we don't say it's a embodied AI. AI inside a machine.
It's AI inside a machine.
Yeah.
What is its primary objective? And does this look cute, in your opinion? It's really cute. So all the women in the audience are like, oh, so cute. It's actually turning this way and that way because it wants to look extra cute. But it's not supposed to just look cute, right? It serves a purpose. What is it?
So, this is a machine which can work on shop floors, right? Which can collect data, which can give you insight about what is happening on the shop floor, so that you can take corrective action based upon the data which this kind of robots have brought to you.
So let me hold this for you. Let me hold this for you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold it. Yeah.
Okay. So these machines can do anything which you want to do on a dangerous environment. And so what happens in shop floor? Sometimes there is a slippery floor. Sometimes there is a gas leakage. Sometimes there are things in which human beings cannot work. So in these areas, these machines can work and provide all the information which you want.
Bir, this is a quadruped. I just want to understand, because we've been talking about AI here at the summit so much. It's the real theme. AI in practice. Now, of course, like Alex said, this is being controlled by a dual sense controller in full transparency. But how much of this robot, if I was a B2B client and I wanted this on my shop floor, how much of this robot is making its own autonomous decisions? How capable is it?
So I'll tell you, in this robot, so we are talking about AI from the morning, from last 3-4 days. But this robot, if you see, there are so many things which I want to explain you, but I don't have time. But I'll tell you, one thing, this robot is seeing a lot of objects. This robot is seeing terrain. This robot is seeing human beings and their intent. So based upon all these things, it can take decision. And that is a different AI.
It can take a decision,
It
but
can
I see
take
that somebody is controlling it.
So somebody is controlling because right now we have not given it the autonomy, right? We have removed certain sensors from it, LiDAR, etc. is not present. But once we put that sensor, then it will give I'll not say complete autonomy, but at least 70-80% of the autonomy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And in terms of some of the major use cases that you've seen for this particular robot, I know if you can't mention the brands, that's all right, but where can we see this in action?
You can see this action inside the industry, inside the warehouse. You can see it in action in a lot of defense events. You can see it in action where we as a human being don't want to act, like in a situation which is dangerous, which is dirty, or which we don't want to do.
Sure, but defense, what are the specific requirements that you would have to deliver payloads, to deliver parcels? How does it work?
So if I'll ask you in defense how a soldier works.
Sure.
Yeah. So if it has tools, it can do so. Right. So this robot can carry a rifle for you. This robot can carry a ration for you. This robot can do surveillance for you. If you put certain kind of infrared sensors, this robot can actually give you a lot of edge.
Okay.
Without putting you in a difficult situation.
At this point, it sounds incredible, rifles and various other things. But I'm told that the robot can actually shake hands.
If he's in a friendly mood. Let's try this out, guys. You know how he's going to do this?
Hey, there. Look.
Okay.
He's saying hi.
I was going to get them to really get charged up. But okay, he will do this if you guys just say NDTV really loudly. And 3, 2, 1. All right, did you like that, Mr. Adverb? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. There you go. Come on, the louder you get the applause, the more he does on stage. Also, Bir, this is a robot, of course, manufactured at your facilities, completely made in India.
Shopping.
So before saying completely made in India, I'll say as a Adverb or as an organization, we don't believe in borrowing intelligence or hardware from anywhere else. So it's not assembled in India. It's completely manufactured in India. From hardware to software, from the intelligent cards, firmwares, everything.
Yes. Even the chips?
Chips. So when I say chips in isolation doesn't work. But when I say card, like the intelligence card, which is having chip is from Intel, NVIDIA, but the complete card we have built ourselves in-house.
But there's a multi-billion-dollar question, Bir.
Yeah.
What's this robot's name?
So normally, like, when we give it to our customers and when we put it in our own factory, we give them a name. But we bought it here so that you will get a chance to give him a name or her a name.
Okay, we could do this at the end.
do a
maybe.
poll.
Yeah, we do a poll, but we gotta have
Let's see, both of you give a name and like,
Yeah.
I like the name Indie because it's an indie robot, right? It's an indie dog. Not bad, eh?
Anyone in the audience has a suggestion? I'm going to come to you very quickly. If you do, maybe that's the nomenclature. Anyone? Put your hands up. All right, right here. We're going to come to you. A quick name for the robot. Anything.
Maybe an extension of Indie Row.
Indie Row.
Indie Row.
Okay.
Okay, does any?
You've got another?
Indie Bot.
so
Indie
if you
bot.
can give a name which is more like us, then only like, we'll be able to connect better.
He's going to feel
Like
better. He or
Addverb.
she is going to feel a lot better.
You need to like, make them, like, it has to be collaborative. We call this kind of robots collaborative robots
Yeah.
because it can work along with human beings. If you again give them a name which is sounding like a machine,
Yeah.
how you'll connect with them? Give him or her a name which is like, more connecting.
Give us a nice option, and then we'll do a quick dipstick with the audience very quickly.
So any name which you can connect better, like, maybe like your family member, maybe the way we give name to our dogs and all these things.
Yeah. Okay. I was connected to my German
Rocky.
Shepherd for the longest time. Tila. She's a warrior
Oh yeah,
princess.
Tila. That's cool.
Tila's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
I like Rocky.
Okay. Who
Or
wants
Indie. I like Indie.
No. Okay. Who wants Rocky? Put your hands up. Okay.
I get one. Okay, cool.
Who wants Indie or Indie Row?
Indie.
Who wants Tila? I got quite a
I think
few. I'm just
Indie Row
saying.
one. Indie Row
Okay,
one.
we got it.
Okay, cool.
We've got this. We've got the naming sorted now. Namkaran is done.
Okay.
Now tell us a little bit more when, this is obviously one of the robots you have at Addverb, but I have seen humanoids as well when we've been doing our tech coverage. Humanoids are being made in full swing. Are they being operated from the Addverb facilities? Are they being sold outside in the rest of the world?
I'll hold.
So humanoids, like, so there are various form factors in which we are building humanoid. One is biped, another one is like, top torso is like humanoid and the bottom portion is like a vehicle. So that we have launched this month itself, in the beginning of this month. The biped, we are training it. So all these machines, like, it's not like this, you program and it will start running. This has to be like, trained in a way so that when it comes into our environment, it's safe to us, right? So the first rule of any robotics, it cannot harm human being. So for that, we need to train them. We need to make sure that when it comes to the shop floors or the normal floors, it has to be safe.
I'm pretty sure that your developers and you both
Yeah.
had some ideas about where you want to reach with this. How far, on a scale of 1 to 10, have you reached?
So for me, like, beginning is the important step. So before this, the session was happening, how far behind we are? You are always behind if you don't start.
Right.
But once you start, it all depends upon how fast you move. So I can say we are moving quite fast, and maybe in near future, you can see not us, like, companies like us will be leading robotics in the world. Because the kind of data which we use to train this kind of robots, we have capabilities to generate it at a faster pace than anywhere else in the world. Because this robot doesn't work on a data which is available on internet, websites and all. This robot works on a real-time data. Means, suppose if you fold your t-shirt and if you want to teach this to a robot, you cannot teach it through LLMs and all these things. You need to actually show it, do it. So this is the data we are building, and we are building at a faster pace. So sooner our robots will be more like us. And we are pretty sure that will be
Robots that do
Yeah,
martial
yes.
arts and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a
So that's like, that's an entertainment thing that, like, you can do it, but the real work, because what we do here, if something fails, it's okay, it's tolerable. Even if our mic, I'm not able to, like, hold my mic properly, it's okay. But in shop floor, during war, or during anything
Yeah.
like this, the tolerance is
Room for error. Room for
almost
error.
zero,
Yeah.
right? So this is what we are doing.
Cool.
Beer, I cover tech for a living, and it's a proud moment that, of course, Addverb is doing this. But a robot I spent a day with all over Las Vegas was the Boston Dynamics dog named Spot. They're using him for surveillance. Police is using him in the Middle East as well. He's used all over the US. He does some crazy things. How far are we from building a Spot competitor? Or better?
So I said not far, we're there. we are there. So you see, like, so if you see the spot journey, it's almost 25 years.
Yeah.
The journey of Tracker is only like, so the real training started 6 months back. We built the hardware, it took us 1 year. But now, after that, we start teaching it, we're building our own models, data set, and within 6 months, we are able to do this. So maybe like, another 6 months will be better with minimum hardware. Right? And the second thing is like, technology will become, will come into day-to-day use when it is affordable, right? You build something which is not affordable, then it is good in videos, like, in showcase, etc. But if it is affordable, it's a real use case. So what we are doing, like, we will be more affordable than our competitors soon.
Okay,
Alex, he has better form in his push-ups than you do.
Yeah,
but
certainly.
also, before we wrap up, very quickly, the tech geek in me has to ask you, you said minimum hardware? So what are we expecting here? LiDAR sensors, cameras? What's maximum hardware and what's minimum hardware?
So minimum hardware in the
on
sense
this particular robot.
So the sensors which we are using right now, so these sensors come from X price to 10X price.
Okay. How
you are able to do it with the X price is the important thing. Right? Then the actuators, again, the actuators are basically motors, etc. is again come from it's a big range. Right? With minimum range, how you are able to make it more stable, more safe, and like, good. So this is what we are doing.
Okay,
Brilliant.
exciting times. Big round of applause for Indiro and Beer. Thanks
Indiro,
so
you
much.
want to do one jump and just say goodbye? Maybe. I think he's in mood to do it. All right, he's prepping. There you go.
There you go.
That's
All
good
right.
form. A lot of smiles in the audience. Thank you so much, Beer, and more power to you and the team at Addverb.